everybody. So this week we're going to be talking about what is the new normal. Due to the pandemic, there have been a lot of changes that we've had to make in our lives, whether it be goal-oriented or physically oriented. We've had to make a lot of adjustments. So I thought it would be interesting to bring someone else on board to have this discussion with us. So thank you so much, Jess, for coming today.
You're welcome.
So let's get straight into it. The first question I have for you is, what have you changed about your life since the pandemic started?
I've definitely become more aware of what I want and what my goals are.
Okay.
More along the lines of physicality. I definitely want to improve my physical fitness, and I feel like that's one thing I've, worked hard on.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that we don't look towards, in changing about ourselves, but it's something that's super important in terms of our health, mental health, all of those types of things. So physical, aspects is important to change, and we've been gifted the luxury of time in a way because of the pandemic. So I think it was a good way to restructure your new normal. So moving on from that, do you feel as though you are gaining a new sense of normalcy or not so much?
I feel like this is definitely normal to me now,
Okay.
not being able to go outside, not being able to socialize as much as I'd like to, but I am definitely getting used to this new life, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're all sort of adjusting because it's, been over a year. So
Yeah.
I think it's important to adapt to things. So I'm glad that you've also expressed that, you've been able to make this and create a new normal for yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's important to be adaptable. So moving on from that question now, if you would say three things, that have really benefited you during the pandemic, what would they be? And I'm guessing it's physically related.
Okay, yeah, I definitely have got a lot more time to work on my physical self, I would say. But the other two things I'd say is spending more time with my family.
Yes.
I feel like that's definitely increased over this past year. And I feel like even my mental state, spending a bit more time alone and figuring out what I like to do in my free time has definitely opened up a lot more.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I think something that I talk about all the time on this page is self-exploration. And that's something you've definitely spoken about, and I'm really happy that you've taken the time to self-explore because, like you said, you've learned a lot more about yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So my final question for you, Jess, is what is the main thing you have learned from this pandemic, if anything?
I've learned a lot about myself, actually. That's one thing. And secondly is a bit of social responsibility in terms of, you have to take care of yourself, you have to take care of other people during this time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something we all have to take into consideration while going outside. And yeah, I guess that's something that I've learned.
Yeah, so just not thinking about yourself when you're wearing a mask, but, making sure that you're doing things to protect other people. So I think a lot of social awareness comes into play that,
definitely.
I'm keeping myself safe and the other people around me. Okay, well, that was our final question. Thank you so much, Jess, for coming today.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate it. And let's further this discussion in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!